Hey guys, what's up? Chris Hughes here from whoschrishughes.com, and today I'd like to have a short, about 5-minute video on personal productivity and give you some tips and tricks on how to increase your productivity. So the three things that I'm going to cover in here are the myth of being busy versus actually doing things, the Pareto Principle, as well as Parkinson's Law. So to get right into it, I'd like to address the actual myth, which is being busy versus actually accomplishing something. A lot of the times you'll notice that we appear to be super busy. I know that a lot of the times I convince myself that I have too many things on my plate and I'm always trying to do something when a lot of the times what I'm actually doing doesn't benefit either me, my business, or anything that I've been trying to accomplish. And you might have experienced something like this. I mean, a lot of people do. And the myth is that if you think that you're busy, you really are, and that's not the truth at all. I'd also like to share some quotes here, and it is vain to do with more what can be done with less, which that's just the truth. If you can do something with less work, why not do that? Why take the extra time? Perfection is when there is no more to add, but no more to take away. When you're kind of content with what you have, when you have enough information and you don't feel that there's any more, or you don't feel that there's too little, then that's perfect. If you're putting out a product, then that's perfect. As long as you don't want to add any more, don't need to take anything away. And the last one is work expands so as to fill the time available for its completion. And this was in 1955 in the book The Economist. And if you think about this, recently I just had a paper due, and it was due today. And I've known about it for about 2 weeks, 3 weeks now. And I've been kind of putting it off because of other projects and other things that I've been working on for school. And I gave myself the night. I waited till the last minute. You're not supposed to do that. I know that. I'm guilty. But I finished it. I finished it in the time that I was given, which was last night. So whether it's going to take you 6 months to complete something, or you convince yourself that you're going to be able to do it in 2 days, you will figure out a way to do it. The Pareto Principle is the next step, and what you'll notice is there's 20% effort yields 80% of the results. And the cool thing about this is that a lot of the times it's the little things that you're doing that you don't really realize are making the difference, and they're the things that are actually producing the results. So what you want to do is find out which percentage, which 20% is actually giving you the results, and do more of that. Say you just scale that up, or even you can downscale your life. You can minimize your work time. You can maximize your profits. It's either way you want to do. Either put in more of the 20% of effort, or you can either take out the other 80% just wasted time. I've heard a lot of things about increasing productivity 100 to 500%, and if you've read any books on productivity, you'll know that it's truth. I mean, work fills the time that it's allotted, and if you're giving yourself 2 days to do something, or a week, say you want to get something that normally would have taken you a week done, you've got to figure out what the essential tasks are at hand, write out a little to-do list, and work on them. Only do the essentials. You will increase your productivity by doing this. You'll notice that instead of wasting time browsing the internet or starting up other projects, if you actually sit down and devote time to this individual project, you'll notice your productivity will start going through the roof, and you'll love the results you get. Recently, I've been reading The 4-Hour Workweek by Timothy Ferriss, and this is Timothy Ferriss on the left here, and I'd like to share a quote with you from this. This schedule is a collective social agreement and a dinosaur legacy of the results by volume approach. He is talking about people who are working 9 to 5 every single day, yet the things that they accomplish could have been accomplished in maybe 1 to 2 hours a day, because the rest of the time they're spent shuffling papers, reorganizing their desks, and just doing time-filling activities, when it's pretty much a dinosaur legacy. It's old school. The new school stuff is take advantage of the time you have. We don't have a lot of time on this earth. If you want to spend it working all the time, then more power to you. But if you want to have some fun and actually enjoy life, which is one of my purposes, then you've got to start realizing that your results come from certain activities, and just like the Pareto Principle, find those activities and do those. The next thing is Parkinson's law, which is just phenomenal to think about, which is the example of me finishing the paper. Work expands so as to fill the time available for its completion. You'll notice here I put up a little picture graph here to kind of explain this to you. You notice that a lot of the times you have the essential task, which is on the left over here, and then you'll see the filler, which for me a lot of the times filler activities just involve spending time on Facebook, networking, Twitter, reading books, just kind of stuff that isn't necessarily directly affecting the final product. And you'll notice that if you get rid of all of the fillers, you'll have the essential tasks and the final product. So you'll realize that, oh, I've went from having 4 hours worth of work to having 1 hour worth of work that produces the same exact result. So I just like you to think about that and being smart and working shorter. So take the time to kind of identify which activities you're doing each day that are producing the results. Do those, work less. Say that you want to accomplish a product or a certain presentation or something. Define a time limit for it. Find out what the most efficient way of using your time would be to accomplish this, and work at that. You'll accomplish the thing. A lot of the times it'll be a lot better, more professional. People will enjoy it more. So just be smarter, work shorter, and you'll notice that you have a lot more free time to spend with your family, a lot more free time to spend with friends, maybe go skydiving or any other activities that you've been wanting to do but haven't quite had the time. So take the time, make it for yourself, and you'll notice that there's a big difference in your productivity. So I hope this helps you guys, and I hope you have an awesome day. Feel free to visit Hughes.com, which is available on the screen here, and leave some feedback. And I hope you guys enjoy it. Subscribe for the newsletter, and I'll keep providing you with some great information. Thanks.